Have you ever wondered why it is so hard to stick to a good habit, even when you know it is good for you? Why you can break a streak in one moment of weakness, yet still keep repeating habits you wish you could stop? What if the secret to big life changes was not motivation, but something far smaller and far easier than you think? In this audiobook, today you are going to discover how small, almost invisible actions can completely transform your life, the simple cycle that every habit follows, and how you can use it to your advantage. 4 practical steps to create habits that last and break habits that hold you back. Why focusing on who you are becoming works better than just focusing on what you want to achieve. How ordinary people such as teachers, athletes, parents, and students use habits to reach extraordinary results. And how do they become a 1% or top success people after a long time? And the fascinating way your brain stores and automates your behaviors. By the time you finish this chapter, you will see that habits are not just something you do. They are something you become. This is Atomic Habits by James Clear, the best-selling book in the New York Times. Chapter 1. The Power of Small Habits. When we think about change, we often imagine dramatic transformations, a sudden decision to get fit, to learn a new skill, or to start a business. But in reality, life-changing progress almost always begins with something so small it is easy to ignore. Picture a jar sitting on your desk. Each day you drop in a single coin. On day 1, the jar looks almost empty. On day 10, it is still not impressive. But day after day, coin after coin, the jar begins to fill, until one day you look and realize it is heavy and overflowing. This is the quiet power of small habits. They seem invisible at first, almost like they are not working. But underneath, they are building momentum, compounding like interest in a savings account. Do not underestimate the power of 1 extra glass of water, 1 extra page of reading, or 1 extra push-up. A single choice might not change your life today, but it can set you on a path that will change your life forever. Chapter 2. The Habit Cycle. Every habit you have, good or bad, follows a cycle: trigger, desire, action, reward. The trigger is the spark. It could be the buzz of your phone, the smell of food, or the sight of your running shoes by the door. The desire is the pull that follows, wanting the relief of checking that message, the taste of that food, or the feeling of energy after a run. Then comes the action. You check the phone, take a bite, or start moving your feet. Finally, the reward, a sense of connection, the pleasure of flavor, or the satisfaction of exercise. Your brain notices this chain, and the more often you repeat it, the more automatic it becomes. By learning this pattern, you gain the power to take control. You can set new triggers for good habits or cut off triggers that lead to bad ones. Chapter 3. The 4 Keys to Changing Behavior. There are 4 simple but powerful ways to make good habits stick and bad habits fade. Make it clear. Our environment speaks to us every day. If the cues for your good habits are hidden, you will forget them. Keep your water bottle on the desk, place your workout shoes by the bed, or set your journal on the couch where you relax. Make it tempting. We repeat what feels good. Pair your habit with something you enjoy. Listen to a podcast while jogging, sip your favorite coffee while learning, or play soft music while cleaning. Make it simple. Complexity kills momentum. If it takes 15 steps to start your habit, you will put it off. Lay out your clothes the night before, prepare your ingredients ahead of time, or keep your book open to the last page you read. Make it rewarding. Your brain craves closure. Mark an X on your calendar for every day you keep the habit, tell a friend about your progress, or take a moment to appreciate how far you have come. When these 4 keys work together, habits feel natural instead of forced. Chapter 4. Becoming the person you want to be. Most people set goals like, I want to lose weight, or I want to write a book, but goals are about outcomes, and outcomes are temporary. Identity is permanent. It is who you believe yourself to be. If you tell yourself, "I am trying to quit smoking," your brain still sees you as a smoker. But if you say, "I am not a smoker," your identity has changed. Every time you take an action, you are casting a vote for the kind of person you want to become. When you skip dessert, you cast a vote for being a healthy person. When you practice an instrument, you cast a vote for being a musician. When you spend wisely, you cast a vote for being financially responsible. Focus on becoming the person you want to be, and the habits will follow naturally. Chapter 5. Habits in the Real World. Real people use habits to achieve extraordinary things, not through superhuman motivation, but through smart systems. A teacher ends each school day by setting up materials for tomorrow's lesson, so mornings start with calm and order. A parent keeps a basket of healthy snacks at eye level for their kids, so the healthy choice is the easy choice. A student sets a timer for focused study blocks and keeps their phone in another room, so distractions never get a chance to steal time. These people succeed because they design their surroundings. They make the good thing obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying, while making the bad thing invisible, unattractive, hard, and unrewarding. Chapter 6. The Brain's Role in Habits. Habits are not just behaviors. They are physical changes in your brain. Inside the basal ganglia, each repeated action strengthens a pathway. The more you walk it, the smoother it becomes. In the beginning, a habit feels awkward. You have to think about every step. But with repetition, your brain offloads the task to autopilot, freeing you to focus on other things. This is why the key is not perfection, but repetition. Every time you repeat the habit, you are sending your brain a message. This is who I am now. Chapter 7. Final Thoughts. Building a Life Through Habits. Habits are not just actions. They are the building blocks of your identity. Every choice you make is a vote for the person you are becoming. Even the smallest action can have a ripple effect that changes everything in the long run. Think about the person you admire the most. They are not perfect. They did not wake up one day and have it all figured out. They succeeded because they committed to small, consistent habits over time. They chose actions that aligned with their values and their vision of themselves. Day after day, step after step, they cast votes for who they wanted to be. You do not need to wait for motivation. Motivation comes and goes like the weather. What matters is the systems you put in place. The environment you design to make good choices easy and bad choices difficult. The routines that carry you forward even when you do not feel like it. Every habit you repeat strengthens a pathway in your brain. What was once difficult becomes effortless. What was once foreign becomes part of who you are. You are literally shaping your identity with each action. Imagine your life 10 years from now. Not the big moments you hope for, but the everyday actions you take consistently. The books you read or listen in our audiobooks, the steps you take, the meals you choose, the time you invest in yourself. These small choices compound. They add up. They create your destiny. Do not underestimate the power of small wins. A single extra push-up today, a single page of reading, a single kind word. They are tiny, but when repeated, they become unstoppable momentum. And when setbacks happen, do not despair. Habits are not about perfection. They are about persistence. You do not fail because you stumble once. You fail only if you stop trying. Get back on track. Treat every moment as a new chance to cast your vote. Focus on identity, not outcomes. Instead of saying I want to be fit, say I am a healthy person. Instead of saying I want to write a book, say I am a writer. Every action you take reinforces that identity. Every habit is a brick in the foundation of who you are becoming. Your environment is your silent partner. Shape it wisely. Make good habits obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. Remove temptations for bad habits. Make them invisible, unattractive, hard, and unsatisfying. The world around you will either work for you or against you. You decide how to arrange it. Remember, progress is rarely dramatic. Most of life-changing growth is slow, invisible, almost imperceptible. But that does not mean it is not happening. Keep going. Trust the process. Celebrate the small wins. You are capable of far more than you realize. The person you will become is already being created by the habits you choose today. This is the quiet power of consistency, the magic of compounding actions, the secret to lasting change. You are one step ahead today because you have learned most powerful words today. I am going to give you some important conclusion from this book. Listen carefully. As you move forward, remember these words. Small deeds done are better than great deeds planned. Do not wait for extraordinary moments. Find the extraordinary in every moment. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. Your future is not a distant dream. It is being built right now, with every choice, every habit, every vote you cast for the person you want to be. Start today, stay consistent, and trust that your small steps will carry you to amazing heights. Comment below which book you want to hear next. Subscribe and join us as we share the wisdom, the stories, and the habits that can transform your life. Because the most beautiful story you will ever tell is the story of who you are becoming. Meet you in the next summary of your desired book. Trust yourself and take care, because you are the one who loves yourself the most. Have a lovely time, and thank you for listening.